Welcome to the Grit of the Matter, where we talk about what it takes to grow through life's unexpected challenges. I'm Denise, and this podcast is built on 5 pillars: grace, resilience, intentional, trust, and thrive. These conversations are for inspiration and education only and are not substitute for medical or professional advice. Please consult your qualified provider for your personal needs. If this resonates with you, be sure to like, follow, share, and make sure to turn on those notifications so you never miss an episode. Now, let's get to the grit of the matter.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Grit of the Matter. Today, I want to talk about something that I think a lot of us think we understand until life changes it, and that's strength. If you would have asked me years ago what strength looked like, I would have given you a completely different answer. For me, strength used to mean pushing harder, doing more, not stopping, not slowing down. It looked like energy, performance, keeping up. And honestly, I think a lot of us were taught that if you're strong, you don't quit. You don't slow down. You don't struggle. But life has a way of changing that definition for us. There have been so many moments in my life where I had to stop and I had to rethink everything I thought I knew about strength. Not because I wanted to, but because my body didn't give me another option. And I like to think of it and this is where a lot of people find themselves, whether it's an injury, an illness, stress, or you're just getting older. Maybe you're going through those menopausal symptoms like women do. Your body starts responding differently. And then you realize something. You can't do the things the same way anymore. And that does not mean something is wrong. It just means that something is changing. Now, strength for me now looks very different. Sometimes it looks like carrying my 35-pound dog outside when she's having a seizure. I want to make sure I can do that. Sometimes it looks like adjusting my workouts instead of forcing them. I've definitely had to do that a lot more lately. Sometimes it looks like slowing down when everything in me wants to keep going. And I'll be honest, some days strength is just getting up and moving at all. I don't like to confess that to people because it happens, and it happens to all of us, I feel. The strongest people that I know, they don't always look strong. They're the ones navigating pain. They're pushing through that exhaustion. They're figuring things out one day at a time. And most of the time, nobody sees it. That's a different kind of strength. So I want you to think of your strength like a tank. We all have a certain capacity. And I think a lot of people believe just push harder, fill that tank more. But what if that was not the answer? What if instead you build a bigger tank? Or you even change the shape of the tank completely? Meaning, bear with me, you don't force your body to work the same way. You learn how to work a little differently. And that is where real growth happens. This is exactly why I approach movement in the way that I do now. It's not about punishing your body. It's about not forcing your body. It's definitely not about comparing to what you used to be able to do. It's about working with your body because your body is not working against you. It is responding. One of the biggest things I've learned is this: slowing down is not failure. And I know that is a hard thing to accept because we're used to measuring progress by how much we do, how fast we can go, how strong we look. Been there, I know. But sometimes progress does look like this. Maybe it's adjusting to whatever it is you're doing that day. Maybe it's just listening a little harder to your body. Maybe it's adapting that exercise to what your body is saying today. And none of that is failure. There's also a part of this that's emotional, because when your body changes, you start questioning things. Who am I now? What can I still do? Why does this feel different? And that can be really hard, but it also is where growth happens. For me, this is where my faith comes in, because there are days that I don't understand why the things are the way they are. But that's where that trust comes in. There is a purpose for it. And that gives me the strength to keep going, even when things look different. So, if you're listening right now and your body doesn't feel like it used to, or your life doesn't look the way you expected, I want you to hear this right now. Number one, you are not weak. You are adapting, and that takes strength. Strength isn't about being loud. It's not always visible. And it's definitely not always what we thought it would be. But the strength that you build through real life is the kind that lasts. That's my spiel for today. Thanks, everybody that's listening. I will see you next time. See ya.
Thank you for being here today. If this episode encouraged you, please share it, leave a review, and turn on those notifications so we can continue to grow together. Remember, strength isn't about being untouched. It's about choosing who you become in the process. And wherever you are in your journey, you are not in this alone. This is the grit of the matter. So, keep moving forward.